when I decide to throw a bait casting system setup, or I go with the spinning rod setup. That's right, to throw a lot of the smaller lipless crankbaits or sometimes even jerk baits on my spinning rod system. You never used a bait caster before? Here's what I suggest on a bait caster. Practice with it.
Keeping KastKing lit with Joe.
Pockets and pockets on top of pockets and more pockets.
Keeping KastKing lit with Joe.
What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning into the KastKing channel on YouTube. Hey, before we get started, this video, I'm going to gear it towards the newer anglers. People just getting into our sport. That's right. This one's for them. You know, and some of you guys that have been fishing for a while, you might learn something off of this too. I learn stuff all the time, every time I go fishing. So you need to learn something too. So here we go. But first, before I get started, again, click that like button, click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and also click the little bell notification. Get notified whenever KastKing does a new video, whether it be a fishing technique video or a product review video, because it'll help. They're all good, man. They're all good. Thanks for watching once again. This is Joel P, and thanks for watching Joel P, keeping KastKing lit with me, Joel P. That's right. Hey, what I'm going to talk to you guys today about is, no joke, when I decide to throw a bait casting system setup, or I go with the spinning rod setup. That's right. And I do. You know, look at behind me. Blue skies. It's going to be hot today. It's going to be 93 degrees, I think. That's hot for up here. And one of the things I take into consideration is the type of fishing I do when it gets hot. And that kind of dictates what rod and what reel I use. Now, on a hot day today like today we're gonna have, you know, it's fairly cool now, so I'll probably start out with my baitcaster, throwing anything from a Texas rig to, I can throw crankbaits, jerk baits, you know, on that bait casting setup. And when I switch over to my spinning rod setup, I usually throw more finesse type, meaning the Ned rig. Now, yeah, the Ned, or I can do a weightless Neko rig. That's when I decide to throw, like I said, what dictates what I throw when. And it also, time of year, you know, time of year, definitely. I mean, colder weather, you're going to want to slow down your presentations. You're going to want to probably choose a little bit smaller baits. I know for me, when that happens, I'd like to downsize my baits. Well, you know, I'm confident knowing that I could probably throw them on my bait caster, my bait casting setup, but I also know that it'll be a little bit probably more practical to throw a lot of the smaller lipless crankbaits or sometimes even jerk baits on my spinning rod system, the setup, especially like on windy conditions as well. And that's another factor, is the wind. You know, you're still going to get you're going to get wind knots with a spinning rod setup. You know, you're not going to probably get them with a bait caster, but the one thing you will get with a bait caster is backlash if you're casting in the wind and don't have your your reel properly tuned to throw that lure weight. So that's when I decide to use a spinning rod setup. So I can't say 90% of the time I use a bait caster. I can't say 50% of the time I use a bait caster. You know, I can't say 50% of the time I use a bait caster. Generally what I do is let the weather and the time of the year and the fish pretty much dictate what I'm going to throw and when I'm going to throw it and what I'm going to throw it on. So simple, it's easy. Hey, and if you've never used a bait caster before, if you're new to fishing or just starting, you never used a bait caster before, here's what I suggest on a bait caster. Practice with it. Practice, 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 because you are going to backlash. It happens. You know, I've been fishing bait casters for a long time, and I still backlash on occasion. And usually when I do, it's because of my own fault. It's because I didn't tune it. I was in a rush to get it out on the water, or I'm, you know, switching baits really quick and just forget to tune it to throw that bait. So if that helps you guys, happy for you, man. I'm gonna keep it lit. I'm gonna keep it real as well. Don't be afraid of a bait caster if you're new. Just practice. It'll work out. So just to show you guys, this is That's what I'm fishing today. Wish you were here. Remember, like, subscribe, click that notification button, leave a comment, tell me what you think. I'll do another video for you guys. Have a good one. I'm out. Peace.